All right. Hi, everyone. This is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Brett Nolan of App Addict. Brett, how are you
Hello,
doing today?
everybody. I'm doing good. I'm ready to play some Star Realms.
That's right. Yeah, we've been waiting for this game for a long time. I think it's great to finally, have a chance to play it. While you guys are watching, we can't really give away anything this time because Star Realms is actually free on iOS, and then you can upgrade for $5, which covers all the platforms. But there's not really a way to give those upgrades away on iOS, sadly. But we will definitely love to take your questions and talk about stuff. We're going to be playing the game. We'll probably chat about some of the big Gen Con news that Dave just posted. He did a great job writing up all that stuff that we saw, and we'll have videos which I'll be editing this weekend, as well as some impressions of some hands-on, which should hopefully come tomorrow. So we got a lot of Gen Con stuff coming. Anyway, sorry, back to the game. So, those are Star Realms. Oh, sorry.
And I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be sharing my screen so you guys can actually see both sides of the game this time.
That's right, exactly. It won't just be me being all egotistical on one side. We'll get to see both. So Star Realms actually comes in this teeny little deck box. It only does 2 players, but it's pretty cool. I like the packaging. But yeah, let's hop online and start this thing. Let me share my screen. You guys love my beautiful face. Yeah, if you guys, again, have any questions or anything, just let us know. The view number keeps jumping like crazy from none to a lot to none to a lot, so something must be going on. But yeah, you can leave comments on Twitter. You can also leave comments on Twitter at iOS Board Games. You can also leave them on the Board Game page or on the YouTube feed. All right, so we'll hop on to Play Online. So you can actually challenge players directly. We started a challenge beforehand. We haven't played any of it, but we just got it going. So, Brett, I haven't played a ton online yet. Have you had a chance to play online?
I played a few times online. I played against some random people, and I played against people I knew. I have not played against you, so this will be interesting.
It might be interesting. No, it should be interesting. Yeah, definitely. All right, so just for those that haven't played before, kind of like Ascension, there are 2 types of currency in this game. There's trade and, I guess, attack. Is that what it's called? I don't know if that's an official name. Combat? All right. Yeah. So trade allows you to buy cards, and combat allows you to attack your opponent or his outposts or bases. We can kind of get into the difference of those when we come across them. Basically, they provide some defense. One of them is one of them is like defense the player has to hit before coming after you. The other is one that they can kind of go around, but it does give you some sort of bonus. So as you attack the other player, it lowers their authority, and you're trying to get their authority to 0, which kind of means that you've taken control of this portion of space. All right, so I'm going to end my turn and bounce over to you.
Okay, I'm trying to get into this game right now. Here we go. Now it's my turn, so now I can come in. Okay.
So I will look somewhere else while you so I can't see your cards.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, my reflector just crashed.
And I've been trying some new strategies here because I noticed how I was losing to some other people. So I am trying a slightly different strategy now.
All right. Well, I wish you luck with that. Let's see. I'm having a little bit of trouble with reflector. This will play off your screen. It's my turn right now?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so the next game button is actually taking me back to this game. So interesting thing. Yeah, so I'll leave it on your screen for a second. It looks like my reflector is taking a little breather here.
Oh, okay.
So let me take my turn.
Yeah, they'll get to see your turn when after you played it.
After I played it? All right, so I will quickly play my turn. And I cannot afford anything of the 2 factions I was choosing as my twos. All right. Okay, so pass the turn on to you. And we should be good to go. All right, and I'm going to try to get my reflector going again real quick. Sorry guys about this. We're actually hopefully going to try to do some Twitch stuff in the near future, which should be a little more stable than this and a little higher latency. So I'm back. Ooh, my game. Again, if you have any questions, please let us know. We're happy to talk about stuff.
Yeah, the one nice thing I like about it is if you try to end your turn too early and you still have stuff to spend, it does give you that warning just in case you didn't do it by accident, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. And I like that. I am really not doing so hot this game.
That's good for me.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
Although I have noticed that these games can turn at any time. You could be down, and then all of a sudden your engine kicks in at that moment, and then you can devastate your opponent and get them back to within the same distance as you. So there's a lot of flipping. So it's nice that even though you might be down, you're definitely not out.
Right. Definitely. And I think one thing that's really important in this game is, some of the cards in Ascension had affinities for each other. So if you played cards together, they gave you some bonuses. This game is basically all about that. Almost every card has a bonus for playing another of its type. So it really lends itself, I think, for new players to kind of be like, okay, if I just kind of focus on this color, at least I'm doing stuff that's sort of working together, more or less. All right, let's see if we can get some action going here. Wow, all the cards are extremely expensive.
I know. That's why I opted to grab the cards that I did grab.
There's just so much. Well, I guess this is basically a free card, right? I'm getting card out of it. Always trash it later.
Yeah, I noticed the times that I lose a lot is when I can't get the cards that let me scrap cards to cull my deck down.
Right. So I think it's an important thing to know. I have 4 combat, but you have an outpost, which means I have to attack that before I attack you with a strength of 5. And so I'm actually unable to use that at all, so I just have to pass my turn.
Yeah, so when you see that little black shield, those are the outposts, and they work kind of like taunt in Hearthstone, where you have to attack them before you can attack the player himself.
Right. Okay, let me switch over to yours side of that.
That's better. I'll take that.
I wanted that. No.
I'll take that, and I'll knock it down a peg.
And I guess it's not, unless you look at your deck, I guess it's not huge for me to be able to see your cards because you are either playing all of them or...
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do to defend against it.
Right.
It's either going to get blocked or not.
Right. Okay. Maybe I can do my strategy that I was going after. Alright, so I'm going to get one of these really expensive blob cards. And...
Don't be number 6. Don't be the 6.
Alright, I bought one of the number 6s.
Oh, no.
Hopefully the one you wanted. No,
no, I just didn't want you to have 6 attack.
Oh, yeah. Well, there also is the 8 attack, but I feel like the other one was stronger for this stage in the game because it gives you just get to acquire any ship, which seemed like a good idea at the moment. So I have one of every faction right now, I believe, in my deck, but I'll probably be culling them. I won't be hanging on to them forever.
Yeah, so I try to stay along faction lines, but it never works out.
Well, it does have that kind of Ascension problem or mechanic, which however you want to define it, of like, sometimes what you're going after just won't show up. And so you just have to make do with what you have. All right, I will... Oops, I probably shouldn't be looking at what your hand was. Okay. So that one attack is going to be fairly useless. I'll look at my deck real quick. So you can actually regain authority, which is probably good for me because I'm kind of getting torn apart here.
Well, I'm actually able to implement the strategy I was hoping to. We'll see how well this works.
All right. No, I think I made a fatal mistake. I should have bought something different. But that's all right. So this is really, I feel like these steps are a little complicated, but it does really make sure that you don't miss doing something that you had a chance to do. Kind of, hey, scrap something, choose what you want to scrap, and then go from there. I feel like it's a little tedious, but definitely useful. So Aldi from Board Game Geek is asking what the most exciting digital product we saw from Gen Con is. And I know you weren't able to attend, but I don't know if you saw anything here that was interesting to you.
Well, there was a few things that were already on my radar. So there was,
okay.
I knew that the Yardmaster is coming, I think, next week. Because right. I supported the campaign for that, the Kickstarter campaign.
Okay.
And so I knew their digital version was coming next week for that. And then there was something else. There was there was like a Dead of Winter app that I was surprised to find out about. That sounded really cool.
Yeah, that does sound really cool to me. I think it's a really cool opportunity to really, because that game is quite enjoyable, and I think it's going to just enhance it quite a bit. Okay, I need to decide my actual strategy here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dead of Winter, if I had actually gone, that would have been definitely on my go try list, because I did that whole, I watched the whole Watch It Played playthrough, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's really great. I actually had a chance to try it. I'm sorry, I didn't switch to my screen. And Dave actually picked it up, so we'll have to hear some of his impressions once he has a chance to play it. But yeah, it's quite fun. It's kind of, I feel like it's the successor to Battlestar Galactica in a lot of ways. It kind of modernizes it and really takes it to some new places that probably weren't capable 5 years ago or whenever Battlestar came out. It really is in that kind of tradition, which is pretty cool. For me, the coolest thing I saw probably, I don't know, Battlelore was pretty awesome. The XCOM game and the way it uses the app is really well done as well. It really integrates the app. If you haven't read it, there's an excellent PC Gamer article from Julian Murdoch, which he really goes through and just explains how the app is kind of essential to the way the game is played.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to read that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very cool.
Oh, there was also another neat-looking one that I saw. Yellow was putting out where you're kind of like you use your smartphone as like a pirate ship,
right?
Across like a huge map.
Yeah, that one. I gotta take a close look at it for a minute, and it's pretty cool. It's like your phone becomes the game piece, basically. So it really allows you to, I don't know, kind of. It's really fun. The interactions that you can have. You can move your phone adjacent to your opponent, and they'll do battle and that sort of thing, and like random events will happen. It's pretty cool idea. Dave and our reaction was kind of like, well, we don't know how exactly this is going to play out in terms of, is it going to be better than just having a game piece down there? But definitely in terms of like showing off your friends with a cool piece of tech, it's like definitely in that neighborhood.
Yeah. Now, do you guys get to try out Galaxy Trucker while you're there, or not?
Yeah, we did. We played Galaxy Trucker. I'd seen it a couple times. I think Dave he actually got to meet them when he went to Europe a few, I guess, weeks ago. So he actually got to play it pretty recently, and I got to catch up on a bit at Gen Con, and it's really fun. They really take in, that single player experience, because one of the challenges of it is that the building the ship mechanic is really fun, but it doesn't really work. I mean, it doesn't work asynchronously. And
yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, oh man, I'm about to get slaughtered here. It doesn't really work asynchronously, and it just kind of, I feel like, struggles to, uh, I don't know, it would be really challenging. So they've actually made a really rich single player experience, and you can do online, I believe, where you do the sort of tile draw, but it can't be asynchronous, obviously. But they actually have made like a turn-based mode where you get a certain number of points allocated to you that you can use to build uh, different. You can use. I'm sorry. You can use to take certain tiles and then build with them, and you can only do so much in a turn.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I played the physical game for the first time at PAX this year. I had never played it before, and it was fun.
yeah, I think it's a pretty enjoyable game. All right. Ooh, I got a lot of attack all of a sudden.
Uh-oh, my base is an outpost. They're in trouble.
Might very well be true.
Do you
All
have a
right.
lot of ally alliances going, or?
So I was able to play off these two blob cards. So we'll see. Oh, I thought probably wasn't the better one to kill, but
So what happens is, if you see these little the little faction indicators up in the top left corner of these cards, once you play two matching factions, or if one of them happens to match like a base or outpost you have out there, then what you get is you get their little ally action, which is located on the card, and you see the little faction symbol next to it. So if they match, then you get all that extra like attack, and you get extra whatever it happens to be. It might be an extra ability. It's various things depending on the cards, but that's how you start getting your big combos and really start hammering your opponent and knocking him down pretty quickly.
right, exactly. Yeah, and I think that's one of the coolest mechanics about this game. I mean, I know we've seen it other places, but it just gets so much use here that you don't always see. So, yeah, this week, I mean, there's been a slew of really good iOS games that have come out. I haven't had a chance to review them all yet. I'm gonna be doing that as soon as I can. But actually, First and Goal came out, I guess, during Gen Con, which was pretty cool. It's one we kind of heard about before. If you haven't played First and Goal, it's sort of a football card game, American football. I don't know, Brett, are you a very big American football fan?
I am very no sports oriented. I hardly watch it. I watch the Olympics when they're on, and occasionally I will watch tennis, and that's about it.
Right. That is very similar to my habits. Yeah, it's so definitely kind of a different sort of thing, but I found it very enjoyable because I have a basic understanding of football. I understand like kind of why you do a run sometimes, and or why you would do a pass in certain situations. I sort of vaguely understand that. Um,
So are you calling the plays, or
yeah,
how does the
so
game work?
yeah, so you're actually it's a card-based game, and it's more or less a bluffing game. So you each are playing a card, which if you're on the defense is a defensive play, or if you're on the offense is an offensive play, and you both put down your cards, and what you reveal in terms of shapes and dice on the card are the dice that the offensive player gets to roll. So
Okay.
if you really make a good move and you catch a excuse me, if you catch a um, defensive player uh, in a bad situation, or if you're the defensive player and you call a run card and they happen to play the run card, generally the dice are going to roll pretty bad for them. Like the
Oh,
black and the red die have like negative numbers on them, which isn't great. But if let's say they play a pass and you play a really like a goal line defense or something, suddenly you're getting to roll these huge number dice and you get like a huge awesome pass. And so it's really about trying to predict what the other player is going to play and trying to stop them.
okay, cool. And I saw there's no online multiplayer for it. Is there local like pass and play, or
I
do you know?
believe so. I've just barely started playing single player. But I believe there is pass and play, and you can actually play a tournament where you can have human and computer players and play through like a whole bracket.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it really introduces any new mechanics, but it's just kind of fun to have some structure to the play.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely really enjoyable, even for someone that isn't into football in the slightest. I don't know, it's a fun mechanic, that sort of, we both played our thing, what happened kind of mechanic.
Oh, it's my turn. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's your turn, sorry.
Oh, I can destroy your base. That's good.
No. Every time I get a base, I get so close, and then so far.
Yeah, finally I can do some damage to you.
Ooh, it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit.
Definitely want that one.
Yeah, it's kind of been a low.
I've never seen this where. Yeah, I know. I've never seen this where we keep on building back up.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Now, have you played through any of the campaign on? You said you played some of the AI, but have you played the campaign?
Yeah, so I was kind of stuck on planes and trains for the past few days. So I've played through the first chapter of the campaign.
Okay.
And I found it pretty interesting. It's really fun. Your enemies have new abilities. Let's see, am I not getting your turn yet? Looks like it's still.
It shows like a sending
spinning wheel of death.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Yeah, well, while we're waiting for that, so I played the campaign. I found it pretty interesting, pretty challenging. It's no Hearthstone, obviously, but it didn't have also like a 20-person team behind it. But it's very interesting, and there's kind of new mechanics, new abilities. The blob army feels different than the other type of armies that you're facing.
Yeah, I played through the whole first campaign on normal mode, then I unlocked the hard, and I went to the second one, and the first match in that, you start with like 100.
Right.
But it's this. Oh no, I'm thinking of the boss battle. The boss battle was cool because you started high, but he had these weird things where depending on what faction the last card in the row was, he would do like some multiplier times the cost of that card, and it was crazy. I beat him super easily, but I could foresee that depending on the luck of the draw, you could get hit hard depending on what he picked up.
Right. That's true, yeah. Those kind of abilities are like... The only thing I wish is if there was... Because I had forgotten what it was going into the match. It'd be sometimes good as kind of a reminder of what they're going to be able to do. I think it could be useful. But yeah, it's definitely a really cool feature, and I'm very anxious to play the second chapter. I haven't had a chance yet, but it definitely seems like something that I would enjoy. Oh, you got the Imperial Frigate?
Yeah, I love those. I took your blob card. I didn't have a base that I can really use that with. I just didn't want you to get it.
I see. See how you're playing now. You've really limited my options. All right. Just base up. All right.
So I will tell you what my strategy is. My strategy is to pick up as many bases and outposts as I can, because that is what always kills me. I get these people that I play against, and they just start unloading all these bases, and ideally I would have culled my deck some more by now, but they unload all these bases, and then some of the bases let you like swap out your cards to pick new cards, and if you get enough bases out there, you're gonna protect yourself like every turn, if that's what you can then cycle back in to your hand over and over and over again. So every turn you're basically protected, and that's how I lose all the time.
All right. You made a fair point. My strategy is try to do two things at once, and I'm probably going to lose.
My old strategy was to try to pull as much combat as I could and just devastate, but then it didn't work against this base tactic.
Because you can get a ton of combat, but it just kind of bounces
But it
up
just
against
yeah,
the
it just
bases.
all gets bounced off every time. Especially if you can't call your deck to get rid of all your old one trades.
Right. Huh.
Oh, I guess I do have a blob faction.
Yeah, I
Nice.
saw it. Yeah, I've killed that base before. So yeah, so bases are the ones that are optional to attack, but
Right.
outposts must be attacked before you can attack the player.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm about to get hit for 7, folks. Potentially.
Yeah, I'll leave your. I don't care if you have a one attack. And the only reason I would get rid of that is because it is the blob there, and I
Right.
don't want you to be able to take advantage of that bonus. Although I am really reducing my trade. No, I'm going to cancel that. I'm down to like almost no trade to pick up stuff, so I'll just end my turn there.
All right. You've been beating me on the culling game here. Ooh, 2 bases down. All right, this strategy looks pretty viable, sir. To be honest with you. Looks like I am going to get smashed here.
But it doesn't. I mean, you can't always do it because half the time either your opponent will take the bases or they'll be too expensive. Like we have that big 8-1 out there, and if I've
Right.
culled too much to eliminate my trade potential, then I'm not going to ever be able to pick that thing up. So now I got to pick up a bunch of the explorers to try to refill my deck with some trade.
Right. Let's see, what is my deck at? Ooh, my deck is much bigger. I think I've got nearly 20 cards. Um, all right,
The one thing I thought was kind of odd is I can actually look at your discard and your other deck.
I think you can just look at my discard. I
Is it?
think.
Okay. Oh, maybe that is. Maybe if I'm tapping there, that's just your discards.
Oh no,
Yeah.
maybe.
No,
No,
I can
I
see
can.
everything.
That's a little odd. I mean, I guess if you were counting cards in a game of Star Realms on the tabletop, I guess you could know everything that they had. But yeah, that is
I
an
mean, it's not
interesting.
showing you the order of them, so it's still going to be random what order they
Right,
come up. So
that's true.
it's not necessarily giving away everything.
Ooh, about to get punched again.
Oh, why didn't I play this one? Oh, I made destroy a target base.
Oh, great. Oh, cool. Well, guys, this is how you lose a game of Star Realms. Um, yeah, I've been slacking in my strategy. I think that only playing against the AI has made me weak because the easy AI is fairly simple to beat. It seems like at this stage.
Yeah, the easy AI, the medium is pretty good. Even I
Yeah,
haven't even tried the hard yet, but the medium is good. Uh,
I will need to up my game a little bit. It looks like.
yeah, if you get over 10, you get that nice little
Oh,
shaking and explosion.
yeah, that definitely seems like something that they may have borrowed from Hearthstone as well, since that's kind of a big thing there. You do 10 damage and you get that cool effect.
Yeah, oh
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
heavens.
I got two more. I got two
Oh,
more outposts to put out, so it's going good.
awesome.
I like this new strategy. I'm going with this one.
You're sticking with this one?
Yeah, I'm going with this.
Oh man, cool. Come on, block card. That's better than nothing. All right. Well, oh man, this is just a slaughter. Hmm.
So, do you guys get to play a lot of non-digital board games while you're out there too?
Yeah, we definitely had some time. I was able to play um, a couple board games. I played Contagion, which is kind of the new spin-off Pandemic,
Okay. Yep. Yep.
which reminds me a lot of Plague Inc. Mainly just in the theme. Mechanically, it's not that similar, other than that your goal is to destroy the world. But other than that, it's very much its own thing. Um, yeah, so that one was quite fun. I had a chance to play one of the Tasty Minstrel micro games, Burgoo. I don't know if you've heard of
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
I saw that on Kickstarter. I almost backed it. I didn't end up backing it. That's the one with the little cubes, right? And you're swapping them in, swapping them out, or something.
Yeah, so it's just a bunch of little tiles, and yeah, you're just trying to build a stew by splitting it in half, and you can like discard a tile to get rid of a certain type either on the top and bottom. So you're trying to, discard, but every time you discard something, any player that has something in that position can also discard it. And so you're trying to like help yourself without helping other people and trying to get that leg up on people. So it's pretty cool. So we have a question. I'm being asked to clarify my 3-star rating of the app. Um, so yeah, I definitely think that it's a really fun game, and I think the game's really enjoyable. And I also want to point out that to me, 3 stars does not mean it's terrible. 3 stars means it's fair. It's in the middle. Um, and I don't know. I feel like just the UI feels very PC to me, and it was just I guess disappointing in that way. And I find like I don't know. I just find that it's a little more challenging to play than some others of my games and favorite games in this genre and on this platform, just because you do have to kind of battle the UI. And I know not everyone's had those same problems that I've had with it, but that was my experience with it so
Yeah,
far.
I had more problems with the UI if I try to play on the phone. On the iPad, I have no problems with it whatsoever. But to me, it didn't feel that PC centric. The only things I saw were, well, you couldn't swipe through the cards, which instead you had to use those little arrows, which wasn't terrible, but I mean,
Right,
it's not the norm for this type of game. But
right.
the I thought other games were much worse, like PC interface. Like, what was the one where you're doing the chariot races?
Oh, Quadriga.
Yes, that was like a direct PC port. This to me didn't feel like a PC port. Other than the mentioning click on this card by accident instead of putting tap, but
Right.
but otherwise, I think I gave it a 4.5 stars out of 5. I love it. I mean, for me, this I would play this over Ascension anytime. I I came late to Ascension, so I don't know all the cards like everyone else seems to, and I have
Right.
to tap on every single one and read it. This you can look quickly at the icons and really know what the card is, know what it's going to give you, and not really have to zoom in. Sometimes you have to zoom in, but I'm sure as I play it more and more, I won't have to.
I agree. In terms of card design, right, it's so easy to know exactly what everything does. Oh, sorry, we're on to your turn. You're being commanded to discard a card.
Yeah, it told me. Yeah, and then it told me I should play Missile Bot first. I don't know
Oh,
why.
I think it's so that you can call before you.
Yeah,
But quit destroying my target base. No,
I know that card is awesome.
that is one of the best cards in the game.
Okay, let's see. Which
So
of
how
these?
bad am I gonna get smacked now? 6?
Oh, we got 11.
Any more? 11? All right.
I'm just trying to figure
Cool.
out which card to pick up now. I'll go
Yeah.
for
Get all
more.
this red and blue out of here.
I love the Imperial destroyers, Imperial fighters that force your opponent to discard cards.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I also like the Corvette. I really like the Imperials, the yellow
Yeah,
faction.
that's a faction I tend to go for.
Yeah, because I really enjoy as well the Corvette, and you get to draw a card, then you also get to get one attack, which means the card basically pays for itself plus gives you one attack, which is pretty nice most of the time. Yeah, wow. I thought I was making a comeback here, but we shall see.
I gotta get rid of these last few starter cards so then I can really get my combos going. Although I think I have too many factions.
Yeah, how many of these do I risk killing?
I like how they've designed the base cards. Some of them you definitely want to use your combat and take them out because they just give your opponent too much. But other ones that you kind of have to make that decision if you want to just leave it there or go for it because it might only give them one attack, which isn't much.
Right. But then, like you were saying, it plays off those ally abilities, so it's hard. Like, how much is this actually benefiting them?
Right. Oh, you're just ditching all your cards to try to attack me.
Yeah, I thought I might try to hit you pretty hard, but instead I had to kill that base because it's just too good. I mean, that kind of +1 to everything seems like that would be the end of me pretty quickly. I am losing pretty badly here. And I'm actually getting pretty terrible hand draws. I need to do a lot more culling in the future. I promise I'm not usually this bad at Star Realms, you guys.
I'm not usually this good. I'm trying my new strategy.
It's a good strategy, that base strategy. Because it just makes, every play I make, it makes me slower, it makes it waste attack on things.
The other thing I like is some of the cards you can scrap them to get either an extra card or some extra attack, and sometimes you can be on the verge of losing, and you by just scrapping what cards you have out on the playing field. So after you play them, you get whatever they give you, but then if you scrap them, you don't lose what it already gave you. You then
Right.
get additional stuff. And sometimes that can mean the difference between winning and losing. If you can scrap a couple of cards right at the end to get the last 3 attack that you need, you can just squeak out a win.
That's true. All right, if I live one more turn, this is going to be a cool turn, maybe. But
Oh no, I gotta take out your outpost first.
that is true, but it's only 4 attacks,
I'm
so...
getting some ally abilities here. Oh no, I get to target that base.
Oh, garbage. Oh, man.
Oh, come on, I need 5 more attack. Let's see if I can squeak out by deleting something. Oh no, I got nothing on here.
But you have an Explorer, right? Oh, no.
No, I didn't have anything I could do to...
4 short. Well, this has been a good game. Not really a great game, I would say, but and I did not draw any bases, so all right. This is going to be... Oh, my deck is redrawing.
Look at that, I've been able to pull myself back up over my starting authority, too.
All right, it's getting a little bit like mocking, but all right.
Although now you know my strategy, so now it's going to be tough to play against you. We'll both be going for all the bases.
It's true. I just hope there's other viable strategies in here. Let's see. It doesn't really matter what I buy. This is my last turn. It's my swan song to the game. Question is, how bad do you smash me? Pretty bad, yeah.
I'll do the mercy kill. I'll just get the
Just
points from one guy and then end it. I won't be the gloater.
Thank you. Man, I have this thing in Hearthstone where I want to set up that final kill to see how negative I can get them.
I do that sometimes, but then other times I hate when people do it to me. I'm like, just end me. There we go. There we go.
The best way, yeah. Well, I almost always mute everyone now. Even though they only have those 5 emotes, I don't know.
I hate it, yeah, because you know they're just gloating with the one word they can send you.
Yep.
Good game,
I've
yeah, right.
been defeated. Let's see. Oh, it just took me back to the game. All right. I got to relive my death over and over. All right. Should we try one more?
We can if you want.
Down for it?
I don't know what we have for time.
Well, I mean, as long as you're good for time.
I'm good for time. Yeah.
All right. Because I feel like we didn't get the full. We saw a lot of stuff, but I think there's more to see for sure. All right. So I'm waiting for you to accept. All right. So it looks like I always start when I challenge.
Yeah, and you only start with 3 cards, is that right?
That's right. And I feel like that's a pretty common programmer challenge, I guess, is
How do you not make that starting player get a super advantage right from the
right,
start?
right. Hmm. I feel like I don't just want to go with what I can afford, because last time that kind of didn't work so hot for me.
Yeah, I've noticed the less cards you buy, the better. If you can avoid, or you just buy those 2-point cards and you scrap them right away and
Right.
use their attack.
Yeah, with some sort of scrappability, I think definitely raises the advantage.
Well,
Okay,
those you can scrap on their own. If you grab those explorers, and then you get not only get the 2 coins, but then you get the 2 attack as well.
right, that's true. All right, so my turn. Nope, not yet. I don't know. I was watching my own turn play out. Whoops.
All right.
Ooh, got a base already.
Yep. I'm going with this plan. It worked for me last time. I'm avoiding my urge to buy those big combat cards.
All right, well, I'm going to try my strategy, which is called losing.
I don't remember which base I bought. Let me see.
It was a blob something. I don't think
It
it
was. Oh yeah, it was a blob. Okay.
I think maybe 3 attack or something.
I was more just the faction. I just wanted to know the faction.
Oh, right. That is useful to know. But you can't afford any of the blob cards because they're all very expensive.
Oh no, I left you that awesome card. Shoot.
Which awesome card?
I'm not gonna tell you which one's awesome, because then you'll take it.
Oh, Stealth Needle? I don't have enough money for it, sadly.
No good. Whew.
I've only got 3. I'm at the mercy of my deck right now.
So the Stealth Needle lets you copy the ability of another card that you've played. Not a base.
And is like one of the best cards.
Yeah, because it's an instant ally.
Right.
If you think of it that way, as long as you're not using on one of the base cards, the basic cards, I should say.
Right, which you would only do if you, for some reason, got a really bad hand draw. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
or you're near the beginning and you haven't called anything yet.
Right.
Although I don't think I'm gonna even be able to afford it now. Shoot.
You're not for it, no? But I will have 4 on my turn, so I could probably buy the Stealth Needle. Well, I don't. I might have 6. Kind of need the Battle Blob. My blob-heavy strategy here.
Oh, that Battle Blob is good.
You know what? I think that discard. Nope, I still have 6. Just kidding.
Key is not to let you get both the Stealth and the Battle Blob. Otherwise, then I'm in real trouble.
Maybe I should go for Stealth Needle right now. Oh, sorry. I need to be switching the camera. Sorry, guys. So I just nailed him for 9, and I will end my turn. All right, back to you.
I'm watching your turn now.
Yep. So I decided to grab the Stealth Needle.
Oh, no.
The right move, but and it already came up. Oh my gosh, one of the silliest possible plays. Grabbing the bases.
Well, see, I noticed like when I wasn't doing this method and I did all my attack, I would weaken them a ton, and I thought I had this in the bag, and all of a sudden they start laying down all these bases, and then they turned the game around, and I was dead.
Right. Well, I Stealth Needled a Scout, which is pretty impressive. You know what? I will just take that because when I need to follow your strategy, I'm going to follow your strategy.
I need to get rid of some of these cards so my good stuff comes around.
Yeah, I don't have any culling in my deck, actually, so we'll see how that works out. There hasn't been a lot of it out there. I think you've got the only two
Yeah,
coin
but I
houses.
don't want to use it now. I gotta wait till I have discards.
Right.
I forgot. I do not use it.
Yeah. Cancel, do not use. Have to get used to the lingo. Ooh, get six.
It's mine.
I had so many dreams.
I almost wish if the only ability that you had left to use on the card, I wish it would circle it with like red if it was trash to use it, or some
Yeah.
other color, so that way you knew that it was just the trash ability, not an
I
actual
think
ability.
I think they, as much as I complain about this, I think they actually do that. The yellow
Oh, they do?
highlight, yeah,
Yeah.
that
So,
yellow highlight is, I believe, telling you that that's a trashable card. Um, if
so
that
does it
makes
do a
sense.
different color if you have another ability? Is it?
Yeah, it'll be blue, I believe, if you have a different type of ability.
I, I guess I didn't notice.
Oh yeah, so I'm not commenting. I have noticed that. That's so you can kind of tell. The tricky part is don't think it's Ascension and a double tap, or you will definitely lose your
Oh,
card.
right. Yeah, or you'll use it. Yeah.
That's the thing that I always am running into. All right, so back over to you.
I've just started to drag everything. That way I don't
Yeah,
do
me too.
anything by accident.
Me too.
I
So maybe
love
Mike.
these
Oh
Imperial
yeah,
fighters. I love them.
go for the Corvette.
Do I want to go with the Corvette or the Cutter? I really want that 4 health. Going for the yeah.
Corvette can ally off of
Oh
you.
no, but I threw you an Imperial fighter. Hopefully you won't use it. Hopefully you don't have one.
One left over. It looks like I have exactly six in my hand. I think I need to go for the flagship with all the Imperial stuff I have. So that's probably what I need to do. All right, I have to discard.
Uh-oh. Is that your blob that's coming then?
Oh no, just the flagship. Nothing super cool. All right, you're up. I feel like I'm holding my own a little bit better this time. But we'll see. Oh, you went back up again.
Oh, yes. Oh, I just got some nice cards.
Now, oh my gosh, you got the. That's a really good base you just pulled right there.
I know. Oh, I really want that base that you're probably gonna pick up though. Oh no,
I
no, that's not the one. No, that wasn't the one I was
I
thinking.
don't have enough for it either, which is kind of a problem. Um,
Or I should say outpost, since it has the black
yes,
shield.
I've left you plenty of outposts now that I cannot touch.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I have like no trade this turn. Or
That's, I think, unfortunate for me
I
more
think
than
it's unfortunate for you. You're right.
anything. Man, I'm terrible at this game, you guys. If you want to volunteer to give me Star Realms lessons, please
Now,
say
do you
so in
play
the
the
comments.
physical game at all? I saw you got the game, but did you play it?
So I haven't played it yet. I just got home Sunday night and have kind of been working like crazy. So, and actually this Saturday, I'm going to be editing a lot of videos for Gen Con, which will be great, but probably won't leave a lot of game playing time. Oh my gosh, this game just ended. And I get to discard a card. Yay!
That's why I love that Imperial Fighter. You force your opponent to keep on discarding cards, and then they can't play half the stuff. It's best when they get all good stuff and then have to discard something good.
That is true. Oh my gosh, I cannot. draw decently to save my life today. Like literally saved my life. I am going to lose all my authority. I just have to run home. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so I definitely like the gameplay in this is just really cool. I do question playing it on the tabletop because it seems like there's a lot of bookkeeping here that I like that it's doing for me.
Right,
Like,
I would hate to do all this calculations on my own.
right. I really like that it's like, oh, hey, I have this much authority based on everything that I did or whatever, this much combat, rather than having to figure it out. That is definitely a bonus of this. All right, how much waiting for me this time? Oof. Well, looks like I got one more turn left. It's been a good game. I bought some cards and continued to be smashed by a superior player.
I'm surprised. I thought your blob was going to do some serious damage against me. I haven't seen it come up.
Yeah, no, that is a good question. I have a lot of blob in here. I think part of it is I did not go Cole, any golden cards, so that's mainly calling cards. So that's definitely been a detriment to my ability to keep up. Because when you have such a big deck, it's really hard to make something that you want to come up. All right, well, this is the last turn potentially. Oh yeah, it definitely is. I didn't even look at your hand.
I think I got enough here. We'll see.
Gosh. Well, guys, it's been a great stream. Have I ever won on the stream? I don't remember, but probably not.
I can't remember. Did we? I thought you beat me in. I think you won Lords of Waterdeep, didn't you? Or maybe? Oh no. Well, you beat me. I think I came in last.
Right. You have won. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm pretty bad. Well, when I was at Gen Con, someone said I looked like Will Wheaton, so he never wins on tabletop either. So
maybe that's it. You gotta shave. You gotta shave. There you go.
Yeah, I do need to shave and lose my glasses, and then I would look somewhat like it. Well, here's my record: 2 losses. I'm still a level 1 online player. Really great. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks Brett for playing.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Oh, yeah. that was only icing on the cake. I didn't expect to win.
No, it's a really fun game. Guys, I definitely recommend trying it. Again, the review was based on it being an app, not so much a game, but I think as a game it is really great. It is a refreshing take on something we've been playing for quite a long time. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I'm sure you agree, Brett.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this is for me a must-have, especially where it's free.
Right.
You're not going to be able to do the online play, but even just the single campaign you get with the free version and the AI matchups. I mean, it's a lot of fun just to learn the game that way.
Yeah, it's a huge value. You're definitely right. Well, thank you so much. And I guess we'll be back next week. I don't know what we're playing yet, but I'm sure it'll be something cool. There's a lot of stuff coming out, so we have plenty to choose from.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Yep, no problem. It was fun.
All right. See everyone next week.
See ya.